Hey everyone, welcome back. We are going to go over a couple of my latest RTS hauls or ready to ship hauls from L3 Waxy Wonders. One of them will be my order from the Scoopapalooza, which took place, I would say, almost 2 weeks ago now. And then another one was an RTS order that came a couple of days before I placed my Scoopapalooza order, but I knew that I was going to be going in for the Scoopapalooza, so I figured I would just wait till both orders got here and combine them. And yeah, I must say you really don't realize how much you order until it shows up. And I have been going absolutely insane with buying L3 since she announced that she's closing mid-September. I really have to start limiting myself, but I am just so heartbroken that she's closing because she is my favorite vendor. And I just want to make sure that I have a good stock of her product to last me a while after she closes. And also, I have some on hand to be able to share with friends if they're looking for certain things. A couple of my family members who melt and things like that. And her wax, in my experience, has a great shelf life. Especially her scoops, they can last forever, and I've had loaves that are close to 3 years old that still perform for me. So as long as I'm double bagging everything, I don't have an issue with performance at all. So I'm gonna load up and have no regrets. Occasionally I might think I have regrets, but really it makes me so happy, and I'm so happy to be able to support Jennifer and Trish until they close. But yeah, I'm sure you've all heard the backstory by now of why they're closing, but I wish Jennifer nothing but the best, and my hope is that in time she comes to a place where she's physically healthy and happy enough that maybe she could open occasionally. But obviously, of course, I want her health to come first because she's such a beautiful person. She is so attentive to her customers. She goes out of her way to make her customers happy and accommodate her customers. She is so generous, and she just deserves the best in all that life has to offer. So I am so happy to support her, and I am so happy for how successful her business has been over the past 10 years. So before I continue to go on, we will go ahead and go over my Scoopapalooza order. I did go through everything quickly once I got it, but I left it in the packing just so we can go over it together. I honestly thought I got a bit more, but I do recall as I was checking out, I took a couple of things out that I kind of felt were similar to things I already had from her. So I'm trying to be mindful in that sense and not get so many repetitive scents or scents that I know I have that are similar to her already, because she just has an endless amount of blends. It's amazing. Part of what I absolutely love about her and her business. But anyway, we will go ahead and get started. Many of these are in solid black containers. This is the only one that came in the clear container so you could see the fun colored wax. This first one here is Pink Chiffon, Toasted Marshmallow, and Sugar Cookie Royale. So I have been on such a Pink Chiffon kick these last couple of months. Pink Chiffon, Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds, and Strawberry Pound Cake have been like three notes that over the last couple of months I'm just really enjoying more and more in blends. Actually, they probably would be really pretty together, but anyway. Pink Chiffon, Toasted Marshmallow, Sugar Cookie Royale. I love this hot pink color. How fun is that? This is beautiful. The pink chiffon is front and center. You get the sweetness of the Sugar Cookie Royale. She has such an amazing sugar cookie oil. And you get a little bit of toastiness with the toasted marshmallow, but this is just a really pretty, unique, perfumey bakery fragrance. I find that I really like Pink Chiffon with bakery, so this is beautiful. This will be really nice in the living room, in the bedroom. You could really melt this anywhere. It just gives your house such a feminine, pretty bakery scent. So I love that one. All right, another bakery one I have here is Cherry Frosted Zucchini Bread. I am a little bit nervous when it comes to cherry, but I really like her zucchini bread oil, and I have had other cherry blends from her that I have enjoyed. I haven't found that they come off too sharp and medicinal to my nose, so we'll go ahead and give this one a whirl. I usually like to do with scoops is warm the top up with your finger, because it is like a different consistency than normal wax. So if you just rub it a little bit and warm up the top, you can really get a sense of what the scent is truly like. Oh, this is pretty. This cherry is reading very amaretto to my nose. So it's like a very creamy cherry. I almost am getting a little bit of nuttiness. I wonder if that's just the zucchini bread playing off of the cherry. But yeah, this is a very creamy, like dense bakery cherry scent. Very pretty. This isn't like cherry syrup at all. This is, it's almost coming across to me like a cherry frosting. It's like very thick and creamy cherry. This is really pretty, but I guess because it's cherry frosted zucchini bread, so it must be like a cherry frosting note, which I've never seen her offer cherry frosted blends before, so I wonder if maybe the frosted is like a buttercream. But anyway, that's a beautiful creamy cherry bakery. Absolutely love that. I think this would be really nice with a coffee blend as well. So that's cherry frosted zucchini bread. I do like the clear containers because you can see the color of the wax, but she still does colored wax inside, so it's still fun to see what they're gonna look like. The next one I have here is just this plain pink sugar. She has a beautiful pink sugar oil, and I also have a plain scoop of her sweet lavender, so I figured I could always blend this with that or just add this to any bakery blends that I want to just add a little pretty feminine flair to. This one's just a nice neutral colored wax, and it's just a perfect duplication of the Acqua di Gio pink sugar perfume. It's feminine, it's light, it's airy, it's like sugary sweet, so beautiful. So this is always something that I really enjoy to have on hand because, like I said, it's just nice to add to any blends, to add a little bit of sweetness to it. Next I have Lantern Tree. I've never had this blend. This is Indonesian teak wood, fig tree, amber, and white vanilla lace. So I thought this sounded really pretty and earthy. I really like teak wood blends. I love vanilla lace. Amber I like. I don't have many fig blends, so I'm intrigued by this one. Ooh, this is nice. This one's a really nice, like, light tan colored wax. Okay, I can't even really pick up what I'm getting in here, but it's such a pretty kind of sweet earthy blend. I'm guessing maybe that's the fig that's making this sweet. Indonesian teak wood, I'm getting like a woodsy note, but it's very like light and it's like a sweet. I wonder if Indonesian teak wood is a sweet wood because this isn't sharp at all. It's like juicy, I guess maybe from the fig, but then it's like woodsy and sweet. You definitely get a little bit of the amber. It's like warming it up. This is so hard to describe, you guys, but it's so different than any woodsy blends that I have from her. It's like a little bit fruity, it's sweet, it's juicy, it's warm. This is really pretty. This, I wonder if this is like a perfume or a body care scent. Huh, or like a upscale candle. Beautiful, cozy, sophisticated. I like that one a lot. The next one is Blackberry Patchouli. I love both notes individually, so I figured you can't go wrong. I actually don't think I have any blends with blackberry and patchouli together, so I figured this would be a beautiful combination. Love the color of this wax. It's like a beautiful lavender, like my favorite color. Ooh, okay, so this blackberry is coming across quite floral to me. I have had her blackberry jam in blends, and that is like a very authentic, juicy blackberry. I've had her blackberry with rainstorm, but in this blend, it's coming across much more floral to my nose, but it plays really nicely with the dark earthiness of the patchouli. So yeah, you definitely get the blackberry front and center. It's like a bright but quite floral blackberry. And then you get the nice, like, deep, earthy, kind of smoky feel that sometimes patchouli can give blends. This is pretty. This is a really nice balance between masculine and feminine. So I think this is a beautiful unisex scent. I think this would be beautiful in the bedroom, bathroom, even your living room. I think this would do really well with. And I have plain trig tarts of Sugar Cookie Royale, so I think that would be really nice to add to this too. Wow, that is beautiful. I wasn't sure I was gonna like the floral blackberry, but in this blend with the patchouli, it really works. I think they balance each other out really nicely. Next, I have one of my absolute favorites. This is Fresh Cut Grass, Clean Breeze, and Rainstorm. This is a blend that I had gotten when I first started buying from L3, which is like late 2021, I would say. This was one of my first ever loaves that I bought from her, and I fell in love with it. So whenever I get customs or whenever she requests blends, I like 5 out of 10 times I'll request this because I always want it on hand. But it's a powerhouse. So my loaf lasted me quite some time, and now I have a little bit of a backup stock. So it's a beautiful light green color. Her fresh cut grass oil is so spot on and authentic to me. Like, it smells like if someone that you live with just cut the lawn and you have the windows open and you're getting that wafting into your windows, like that beautiful fresh greenery scent that you get after the lawn is cut. And then the clean breeze is a beautiful, it's slightly laundry, but not really. It's just like a beautiful fresh air with the ever so slight touch of floral in there. It literally just smells like fresh air, like fresh spring air. The wind is blowing. Maybe you're getting a little bit of, you know, petals blowing off of plants or leaves blowing off of trees. That's exactly what I envision when I smell this. And then rainstorm is just beautiful. It smells like that dewy, fresh, outdoorsy scent that you have after you just had rain on a summer day. It's not like a heavy, dense rain. It's like a beautiful, like outdoorsy, fresh. You smell the damp grass. You smell the damp dirt. Oh, this is just such a, like, such an atmospheric, outdoorsy scent. I absolutely love this one. This is one I always want to have on hand too. It makes me smile, and it's just like rejuvenating in a way. That's the best way I can describe it. I know Natalie from Jersey Shore Living picked this up in her Scoopapalooza haul too and absolutely loved it. So I'm so glad that others are enjoying this too. I really like it. Next, I have Counting Z's. This is pink sugar, cocoa butter, cashmere, and lavender marshmallow. I figured this is just a safe bet to have on hand for nighttime melting. Oh, and that's exactly what it is. It's a beautiful royal blue wax. What am I getting first? This is so pretty. I'm getting lavender marshmallow, and it's very creamy, kind of powdery. Ugh. It's a very sweet, but almost a little bit powdery of a lavender. And then you're getting the sweetness from the pink sugar. And the cocoa butter cashmere is just making this feel warm and cuddly. Like you just wrapped yourself up in a fluffy blanket that just came out of the dryer. This is really nice. Definitely be a really nice staple to have for nighttime melting. So that is always going to be put to use. 2 more here from the Scoopapalooza. This is vanilla birch, vanilla oak, and toasted marshmallow. I cannot tell you how happy I am that she poured this. This is one of my requests. Thank you so much for pouring this. Actually, fresh cut grass, clean breeze, and rainstorm, and vanilla birch, vanilla oak, toasted marshmallow. These are both my requests when she asked for what we would like poured, and she poured both. Jennifer, thank you so much. I highly doubt you watch my videos, but I'm so appreciative that you took my requests. This has been one of my favorite scents from L3 for the last several years. It is just so nice. I rarely ever see her use this vanilla oak oil, but it is so like warm and sophisticated. Oh my God, I wish my house could smell like this 24/7. It is so beautiful. She has such a nice vanilla birch oil, and then the vanilla oak is a little bit more creamy. It's not a sharp tree. It's a very creamy but sophisticated smelling woodsy smell. It's just very smooth. It has a little bit of a masculine undertone. It's creamy from the vanilla. It's smooth. And then the toasted marshmallow just adds a little bit of toasty sweetness to this. It is just perfection. Oh my God, Natalie, if you're watching, you need to try this vanilla birch, vanilla oak, and toasted marshmallow. I think you would really like this. And Alexis, I think you would really like this too. It is so, so pretty. Ugh. I honestly don't know why I didn't get more of this, but I am on her customs list, and she's offering loaves in customs. So when it's my turn, I am probably going to get like 3 loaves of this because it's perfection. And last but not least, let me see here. I have Boston cream pie. This is a repurchase for me. This is so delicious. This is brownie batter, yellow cake, vanilla butter fudge, and brown sugar pound cake. You guys, this is the most authentic smelling brownie batter scent I have ever smelled. It is incredible. My fiance loves this one. I love this one, and I've been hoarding the little bit left that I have of my scoop of this scent because it is absolutely phenomenal. It is so authentic. If you were warming this and somebody walked into your house, they would say, "Where's the brownies? I want one." Like, amazing. It is called Boston cream pie, but to me, this just smells like such a decadent, rich brownie batter. So, so good. When you warm this, you do get a little bit more of like the vanilla that comes through, but this is mainly a very rich brownie scent. Oh my God. And it's so unique to anything I have in my collection. I usually stray away from scents that are heavy chocolate and wax just because it's not something that I tend to want to reach for often. I don't dislike chocolate and wax by any means, but it's just not something that I find myself saying like, oh, I want to melt chocolate today. So I try not to buy a whole ton of it, but this is phenomenal. Absolutely love that. So that is everything that I got from the Scoopapalooza. She did, of course, include samples, which I have here in my next box. And then she did include such a cute spatula. I haven't had a black one. I think I have every other color that she offers but the black, but this is so cute and sleek. Really like that one. Okay. So let's get into my other RTS order, which is a little bit insane. When this showed up on my door, I was like, I don't even remember adding half of this to cart, but all of them are phenomenal. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in. So I got a mixture of a little bit of everything, apparently. We will do the samples at the end. I did get a decent load of trig tarts, so we will do those first. Several are in the same scent, so I'll just kind of group them together, of course. Let's see, where's this one? Because I know I got a couple of these. Okay, the first one I got multiple of is whole vanilla beans. This is just a really nice, creamy vanilla that doesn't lean bakery. It doesn't lean body care. It's just such a beautiful middle-of-the-road creamy vanilla. And I love having this on hand to blend with things. So if I have a fruity blend that is way too sharp, a little bit sour, or I have, you know, a blend, say, that's cologne-like, that's way too strong on certain notes, or I have a floral blend that's a little bit too crisp for my liking. A bar in particular that I use this for with Scentsy is the Simply Patchouli. I think this complements the Simply Patchouli beautifully because it is quite strong on the dirt and it can come across a little bit too much to some people. It is very strong in small spaces. So what I like to do in my bedroom is I'll put a couple of cubes of Simply Patchouli in one warmer, and then I'll put this in the warmer next to it, and they just blend together so beautifully. And I have melted this with a couple of strawberry scents and other like citrus scents that I found were just a little too sharp for me or sour. And this does a beautiful job at creaming those up. So I really like having these on hand just to blend with things, and it just comes in handy, and it's really pretty on its own too in the bedroom. So have a decent number of those to keep me stocked for a little bit. The next trig I have here is Wild Berry Mousse. I've been wanting to try her Wild Berry Mousse on its own for quite some time, but whenever it was available, I just wasn't placing an order, so I always missed out on it. This is pretty. I almost get like a pie crust note with this. And if you're newer to L3, trig tarts are just her single oils, so they're a great way for you to try, you know, individual scent notes to know if you like them, if you're on her customs, or if you see certain notes and blends and you're not sure if you'll like them. This is a great way to try them individually. You could kind of mix and match and make your own blends. But this is really nice. Honestly, first and foremost, what I'm getting is like a really nice pie crust note, which I wasn't expecting. But it's like a raspberry, it's like a raspberry whip, a strawberry. I am getting a little bit of blueberry, but it's not front and center, which I appreciate because I'm not a blueberry fan. But yeah, this is a really nice combination of several different creamy berries, and then you get the pie crust. So that's a pleasant surprise. I think that would be really pretty with the whole vanilla beans as well. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, let me move forward a little bit because I feel like I'm too far to show things. Okay, the next one I have here is Copper Tone. This is just a really nice one to have on hand for the summertime. I really like sunscreen scents, and I found I don't have enough of them in my collection. This is spot on dupe to the Copper Tone sunscreen. I really like melting this in alternating warmers if I have something like tropical and fruity going on. This just adds a really nice summertime tropical dimension to it, so I like to have this on hand. And then the last trig that I have here is Boardwalk Marshmallow Clouds type, which is the exact duplication from Bath & Body Works. Like I mentioned earlier, I've been on such a kick with pink chiffon, strawberry pound cake, and boardwalk marshmallow clouds. So this was an automatic throw into the cart. It's just such a beautiful, perfumey, sweet marshmallow fragrance. So this is nice also to blend with things. This is nice just to melt on its own. So can't go wrong with having that. And then, oh gosh, I don't even know where to start. I have 2 puppy packs here, so I guess we'll go through these first. Keeping on the sunscreen train, I have Bitches at the Beach. Sorry to read that loud, it's just the name of the fragrance. This is Gold Sugar, Coconut Coast, and Copper Tone. So this is a really nice, warm, sort of perfumey sunscreen scent. Like, this is just the best sunscreen scents all combined into one. Absolutely beautiful. I really like this. Same thing with the Copper Tone. I just think it's so fun to have on hand for summer to melt on its own or with some fruity blends. I close my eyes and I just picture myself at the beach, laying in the sun, getting a tan. It's just so pretty. Summer, I know you've been really into the sunscreen tropical vibe, so you definitely need to try this. It is beautiful. Next, I have, this was another request of mine that she took. Thank you so much. This is Krampus and Palo Santo. This is Nag Champa, Pipe Tobacco, and Oak. This is one that my fiance look at Zola. This is one that my fiance complimented on one day when I was warming in our bedroom, and he was like, "What are you warming in there? It smells so incredibly good." And I was like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, I really like it. It's really nice." And it was this. This is such a powerhouse fragrance, you guys. It is so strong on the Nag Champa. Oh my gosh, so strong on the Nag Champa. You do get the, like, the little bit of woodiness from the oak, and then the pipe tobacco is sweet, but it comes across a little bit more heavy than normal because the Nag Champa is kind of like a thick, dense note. Oh my god, this is masculine, this is smoky, this is tobacco, this is earthy. If you're into those kinds of fragrances, you need this in your life. I absolutely love this. Chris from Dazzling Scents with Chris, if you're watching, you would really enjoy this one. Okay, I have one lonely bunt pack here. This is in Fizzy Pop, Satsuma, and Saltwater Mermaid. I do think I got Saltwater Mermaid on its own. Yeah, I did. So I wanted to get it in a blend. I believe Saltwater Mermaid is like salty sea air with aquatic notes and a little bit of fruit, like melon, I believe. Don't quote me on it. That's what I believe that's in there. So her Fizzy Pop oil is amazing. It is so bright and effervescent and authentic. Satsuma I enjoy, and then Saltwater Mermaid I just figured would complement those notes so well. Such a beautiful minty green color. Oh, this is really, really happy and summery. Oh, this is so realistic to me, a Fizzy Pop. Oh my god, this smells like a Sprite. Like you just cracked open a bottle of Sprite, you hear the fizzing going on, you get the whiff of the lemon and the lime. This is so beautiful. The Satsuma just adds a little bit of a juicy orange fragrance to this, but it's not very present at all. It's very much in the background, which I can appreciate because Satsuma often dominates blends and takes over everything that's in there. But her Fizzy Pop is front and center, which I'm so happy about. And the Saltwater Mermaid just adds a little bit of aquatic note to this. Oh, this is really nice. I really like buying her bunt packs because I get several melts out of one bunt. Like, I just go ahead and cut on these lines here and I can get 6 pieces out of a bunt. So her prices are phenomenal. So out of a bunt pack, I could get 12 pieces, which can do my open concept probably 2 times. So to me, it's such a good deal to get the bunt packs. So that's Fizzy Pop, Satsuma, and Saltwater Mermaid. I have 2 of the fluted tart packs. The first one is tobacco, roasted coffee, and vanilla sandalwood. I just thought this sounded absolutely amazing together. I love tobacco. I love her coffee oils, and then vanilla sandalwood just sounds like it would complement those notes so well. I'm excited to re-sniff this one. This is really, really nice. The coffee is in there, but this isn't a coffee forward blend by any means. I'm definitely getting the tobacco and the creamy vanilla sandalwood front and center. And then a little bit of roasty coffee in the background to just make this more of like a homey kind of cozy feel. This is pretty. I think though when you warm this up, the coffee will come out much more. And I think this will be coffee front and center when I go to warm it. Just based on experience with her coffee oils, they are very strong typically on cold, and then once you warm them up, they just completely blow you out of the house. So I think that this will be a really nice coffee tobacco fragrance on warm. On cold, it's really nice too, but I don't get as much coffee in there. Last fluted tart is Agave Lime, Cool Cucumber, and Garden Mint. I just thought this sounded so pretty and refreshing for the summertime, and it's unique to anything I have in my collection. I don't think I have anything from her with Cool Cucumber in it or Garden Mint, so I wanted to give this a try, and I figured lime would pair really nicely with them. Ooh, I'm getting the Garden Mint first, which literally just cleared my whole nose. It's so crisp and clean and minty. Very earthy. It's like you just picked the mint out of your garden to go muddle up and make a mojito. Oh, that is so pretty. So realistic with the Garden Mint. That's definitely what is dominating this blend. And it's like you could smell the greenery of the mint leaf. This is so nice. A little bit of Cool Cucumber, but honestly, this is giving me more of like you just peeled cucumbers and you smell the skin or the outside of the cucumber. And the Agave Lime, I am getting a little bit of zestiness, but it's kind of hard for me to tell if it's the lime or the mint because the mint is so crisp and green. So yeah, this is mainly mint with a little bit of cucumber, not getting much lime, but I'm not mad about that. Really happy to add this to my collection because like I said, it's unlike anything that I have from her. So Agave Lime, Cool Cucumber, and Garden Mint, highly recommend. Natalie, I think this is one you would really like too. All right, I have a couple of Bitty Betty loaves, which are her mini loaves, and then we'll move into the full-size loaves. So this first one I have here is from her hotel dupes. This is called Westin. This is inspired by the signature scent of Westin Hotels, brewed white tea, cedar, and Tahitian vanilla beans. Dazzling scents with Chris, you need this. This is such a beautiful white tea fragrance. Oh my God, I need this in a big loaf. This is so pretty, so classy, so refreshing. The white tea is front and center. You get a little bit of cedar undertone, but it keeps the white tea from coming across too sharp. Like the woodsy aspect and element to this just makes it so sophisticated and pretty. And then Tahitian vanilla beans, I think, just blend those together really nice so that the cedar doesn't come across too sharp, but the white tea isn't too strong. This is so pretty. This smells very similar to white tea and ginger, but you just add the slightest bit of woodsiness in the background. So pretty. This is one I would melt throughout my whole house if I had company coming over. It just smells so welcoming and, like I said, classy and sophisticated. So that is amazing. One of my favorite things from the whole orders that I have here. Next is one I was previously talking about, this scent note. This is Saltwater Mermaid on its own. So let's see. Yes, this is a very juicy, fruity, aquatic, saltwater air type scent. So I'm getting melon and almost like a mango. Like it's a very juicy melon if you're familiar. What is that? It's slipping my mind, so I don't want to spend forever thinking about it. It definitely reminds me of another melon oil that I've had from a vendor. And then you're getting like the salty sea air. You're getting a little bit of like an aquatic note, almost like a rain. It's melon, mango, salty sea air, aquatic, beautiful. So I've never had that before, so I'm happy to have it on its own and now in a blend. Lord of the Mer People. This is Ocean Mist, Agave, Nectar Sea. Let's try that again. Ocean Mist, Agave, Nectar, Sea Breezes, Coconut Milk, Seagrass, Citrus, Vetiver, and a hint of Patchouli, Sandalwood, Ocean Spray. There's so much going on in here, and she doesn't use commas, so sometimes I literally feel like I'm stupid reading these scent notes. Let's see, there's a lot going on in here, but there's also a lot of blends in here that I typically find strong, so I'm interested to see what stands out most. Wow. Vetiver front and center. I'm getting a vetiver and patchouli, definitely dominates here. A little bit of citrus, and it's keeping it from being too much of a dark earthy blend. And then you get a really nice aquatic background or aquatic undertone to this. But the patchouli and the vetiver to me are coming across most. Then I get a little bit of citrus and then the ocean mist or whatever the ocean spray is in the background. Not getting coconut. Not getting any greenness from the seagrass. So this is kind of similar to my nose to Saltwater Mermaid, but this has a little bit more of the dark and earthy notes like the patchouli and the vetiver. So they're both really nice aquatic scents, but they're just opposite in the fact that Saltwater Mermaid is more fruity and this has a little bit more deep and earthy, but on the same realm because they're both like very strong salty sea air fragrances. Yeah, that's nice. This would be really pretty in the bedroom. I can't wait to warm this. That is Lord of the Mer People. This must be a perfume dupe or something because it's so complex. I wonder if it's a duplication of like a high-end candle or a high-end cologne. I need to find that out because this is really pretty. All right, two more. I have 8 Crazy Nights, which is a repeat purchase for me. This is blackberry jelly, fried dough, and a hint of campfire smoke. I know this is loved by so many and for great reason. This is such a good blackberry bakery. Oh yeah, you get the smoke front and center. And this blackberry, as opposed to the blackberry that was in the blackberry and patchouli, this blackberry, because it's blackberry jelly, is very juicy, authentic blackberry to my nose. Doesn't come across floral in the slightest. And then you get the really nice campfire smoke, and you get the fried dough as well. This is a really nice balanced fragrance. It's, to my nose, 1/3 blackberry jam, 1/3 the campfire smoke, and 1/3 the fried dough. So this is another just staple that I love to have in my collection. And then the last Bitty Betty is East Village Speakeasy. This is also one of my favorites from the whole order. This is pink pepper, rum, vanilla, smoky tobacco, neroli, and a hint of leather. Again, with the lack of commas, my brain is like not able to compute what's going on. Oh my God, this is just such a deep, masculine, sophisticated cologne. Oh my God, this is another one I would take in probably 2 big loaves. This and the Weston are 2 of my favorites from the whole order. Okay, really getting the neroli, the tobacco, and the leather. It's just beautiful. It's deep, it's rich, it's masculine, it's sexy. Oh my God, it's smoky, but it's earthy, and you get a little bit of the vanilla to kind of cream it up. Oh my God, if you love deep, rich, smoky tobacco scents, you need this in your life. Steph from Steph Loves Life or Steph Melts, if you're watching, you need East Village Speakeasy. This is phenomenal. Love that so much. And then this wouldn't be a haul from me if I did not have any loaves, so we will go ahead and jump in. I have been going overboard with buying loaves from her, and I know within like the next month or 2 she's going to be having Loafapalooza, so I really am in trouble. All right, we'll start off with this one because I know I kind of already touched on this subject, but I've really been enjoying pink chiffon, so I got just a plain loaf of her pink chiffon on its own. Like I said, I like to just have this on hand to mix with like bakery fragrances, or if I just want something perfumey and girly, I enjoy this on its own as well. It's just bright, it's a little bit fruity, it's like a very juicy, perfumey strawberry fragrance to my nose. Almost leans a little bit raspberry as well. But if you're familiar, this is a duplication from Bath & Body Works' Pink Chiffon. It's just a really nice feminine perfumey body care fragrance, but it also complements bakery really well. And I think this would be really pretty too with like a patchouli. So I'm excited to have this on hand. I will melt this on its own, but I'm so excited to have it too to come up with blends with this because it just complements a lot of notes really well. So that's Pink Chiffon. Next, I have Strawberry Pound Cake Zucchini Bread. She has such a delicious, decadent, creamy strawberry pound cake, and then I really like her zucchini bread. It does come off a little bit more of a drier zucchini bread, but it almost has like texture to it. Like you just cut the zucchini bread and you could see the crumbs falling off. It's not like a creamy, dense zucchini bread. To me, this is a little bit more of a drier, zucchini bread, but I love it because you can really pick out the flavor of the zucchini bread in the blend when it's with something. So yeah, this is really beautiful. This is a really nice mix, 50-50 of strawberry pound cake and zucchini bread. So this is just something I love to have on hand as well. I like to mix this in when I'm melting something coffee. And I actually think pink chiffon would be really nice blended in here. So excited to melt this. This is just something too, just a good staple from her to have. Okay. Next, I have here White Elephant Exchange and Snooze Button. This is such a pretty nighttime relaxing fragrance. This is Snooze Button, which is Sweet Lavender, Vanilla Bean, Noel, and Buttermints. And then White Elephant Exchange is Powdered Donuts, Vanilla Wafers, White Cake, and Vanilla Frosting. So this is a really, really pretty peppermint lavender with a rich, creamy vanilla. This is so, so pretty. Yeah, this is front and center to me comes the rich, creamy vanilla. And then you get a little bit of peppermint, which honestly comes across like a candy cane type peppermint. It's like very like sugary, sweet peppermint. And then you get the creamy lavender in here. This is phenomenal. I'm so excited to have this in my collection again. I ran out of my loaf that I had a couple months ago, so I'm so happy to be restocked on that. Next here is Dreamweaver. This is another one I really like at nighttime. This is lavender cream sugar cookie dough bread. I honestly can melt this any time of day, but I really associate lavender with like the evening time. And she does some of my favorite lavender blends and some of my favorite evening like relaxation blends. So I wanted to keep this in my collection again. Ugh. You really get the breadiness and the doughiness of the sugar cookie dough bread. That comes across first and foremost, and then it's blended beautifully with her lavender cream, which is like a really nice sweet lavender. Complements the bakery really well. This is almost like you have a lavender buttercream and you're putting it on top of like a sugar cookie. So nice. I know this is well loved by so many and for great reason. It is such a nice, unique bedtime fragrance with the sugar cookie in there. That's Dreamweaver. That is one I would love to pick up more of if she offers it again before she closes. All right, two more here. I have Crackle and Birch, Sugar Cookie Royale, and Buttercream Frosting. This was a no-brainer for me. I really like Crackle and Birch. She has a beautiful Sugar Cookie Royale. It's so realistic. And then with Buttercream, like, say less, this sounds phenomenal. Oh. Wow, Crackle and Birch usually dominates blends, but honestly, the Sugar Cookie Royale and the Buttercream, to me, are coming across the strongest. And then you just get a really nice woodsy, smoky, like fiery, toasty background to this bakery. This is already a little bit messy, but dare I flip it upside down because I want to see if at the bottom I could get more of the Crackle and Birch. No, this is really nicely balanced all the way through. So I'm getting the same perception on the top as the bottom. Like front and center Sugar Cookie Royale with the frosting and then just like a nice toasty, woodsy, fiery background. Oh, this is cozy. This is delicious. This is decadent. Really nice. This is going to be really beautiful on like in the evening. You can melt this all year round in the evening. Like a chilly summer evening, you're having a bonfire, or it's like a snowy winter evening, a fall crisp evening. This is so decadent and delicious. Love that. So happy to have that. And then my last one that I have here is Pink Sugar, Cotton Candy, and Wood Smoke. When I saw this was being offered, I was like, that sounds freaking phenomenal. And it is. This is so pretty. This is such a pretty feminine scent with a beautiful smoky, like nature twist to it. Oh my God. Her cotton candy is so strong. It's so like dense and sugary sweet. And then you add the added sweetness of the pink sugar with it. And then you just get the ever so slight, sweet, smoky background. Wow, this is so well blended. Yeah, this is such a sweet, punch you in the face, sugary, sweet cotton candy scent. But you definitely get the background of the sweet light smoke. Oh, this is going to be phenomenal. Oh, wow. This is gorgeous. Oh my God, my mouth is watering. This cotton candy is amazing. Oh, absolutely beautiful. All right, we will go through my samples quickly. I know I gathered them all and put them in one bag, so I'll try not to spend too much time on these. The first one I have here is Coffee Bean, Adipose, and Tres Leches cake. Ooh, Coffee Bean front and center, which I love her coffee blends. You get a little bit of like caramel stickiness, I guess, with the Tres Leches cake. Really nice. That's going to be super strong. Next here, oh, it's a plain Baccarat Rouge 540, which I'm always happy to have more of this. Her Baccarat Rouge oil is really, really similar, if not spot on in comparison to the actual perfume. It's just a beautiful, light, sweet, airy, feminine, sophisticated perfume. I'm sure by now many of you, if not all of you, know Baccarat Rouge 540, so I'm super happy to have that. Next is Cookie Cottage. This is Sugar Cookie Royale, Danish butter cookies, sugared shortbread, vanilla wafer, vanilla cookies, and sweet bakery dough. I believe I got this in her pre-order that she had about a month ago. Can't recall. I know this is definitely on the list and I was debating getting it. Ooh, this is nice. Okay. Not super unique to her other vanilla-based bakery blends, but it is delicious. Anything with her Sugar Cookie Royale and it's like a dense bakery, sign me up. This is really pretty. I think this will be beautiful too if I do this at the same time that I do the coffee bean. I think they'll complement each other really nicely. So that is always really nice to have on hand. A really nice blender, really nice to do on its own. Okay. Next I have today's October 3rd. Absolutely love this blend. This is very well loved for her for a great reason. Palo Santo Toasted Marshmallow Sugar Cookie Royale. Can't go wrong with this. I have several loaves of this in my collection. Just a beautiful, smoky sugar cookie scent. So nice. This is a powerhouse performer. Just a great scent for all year round. Next I have here Blueberry Cheesecake, Crumb Cake, and Coffee House. I am not the biggest blueberry fan, but I know I just recently did my empties and I talked about a coffee blend of hers that had blueberry in it. I actually didn't hate it, so. Okay, this one, the blueberry is front and center to my nose, maybe because I'm not the biggest blueberry fan. But you do get the Coffee House. It's very much in the background though. So I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure if I'll be able to warm it just because the blueberry is super strong in here. I may pass this on to my sister because I know she really loves blueberry blends. Next is Cranberry and Pumpkin Peanut Brittle. It's an adorable shape of a pig, if you could see it. This is nice. This is authentic. What are you looking at, Zola? She's like staring at the wall, making me paranoid. This is a really nice cranberry. It does come across a little bit artificial to me. So it's not my favorite cranberry. I am very particular with cranberry and wax, so it has to be like a juicy, authentic, like, I don't know. It could just come across very plasticky or artificial to me, and unfortunately that's what this is coming across to me as. But it could just be my nose because I'm not a huge cranberry person. But I do get the Pumpkin Peanut Brittle. It's like a nice toasted, like peanut seeds, or peanut seeds. It's like toasted peanuts with a little bit of cranberry. Yeah, not my favorite. I might warm this though. I think I will, just to see if the cranberry kind of is more appealing to me on warm. I'm curious about that, but that is Cranberry Pumpkin Peanut Brittle. Next I have here, ooh, this sounds so good. This is Cinnamon Sugar and White Elephant Exchange. I absolutely love her cinnamon sugar. It is delicious. And then White Elephant Exchange is just a nice, like, creamy vanilla bakery fragrance. Oh my God, this is so good. This smells like you just made Pillsbury Doughboy cinnamon buns and they just came out of the oven. This is phenomenal, you guys. Holy cow. Like, I just picture you just took the Pillsbury Doughboy buns out of the oven. You have the icing there and you are putting the icing on top. And as you're putting the icing on top, it's like dribbling off of the cinnamon rolls because they're still hot. Oh my God. I need more of this. You guys, this sounds like it would be so basic. This is so freaking good. Cinnamon sugar white elephant exchange. Wow. Clearly that's my favorite sample that I've gotten. The last one here is a mystery scent, which I've never seen her offer this, so I'm excited to see what this is. Let me see. Oh, it's in a cute shape of a rose. I'm definitely getting like a bakery essence to this. It's like, I definitely am picking up Sugar Cookie Royale and strawberry, but this isn't strawberry pound cake. I am pretty familiar with her strawberry sugar oil, so I think that's what this is with Sugar Cookie Royale. But there's another element in here that's making it like warm and toasty, and I can't put my finger on what this is. It's definitely strawberry sugar cookie. Oh, this is gonna really get me mad because I feel like I've smelled this oil before, this toasty warm oil, but I cannot detect what this is right now. It's almost like giving me a burnt sugar or a caramel. That's what it's like, a caramel, like a toasty caramel scent. Creme brulee, maybe? The more I'm smelling this, I want to say it's creme brulee with strawberry and sugar and the Sugar Cookie Royale, which is delicious. This is really nice, warm and toasty strawberry bakery. So I'm excited to pop this in my warmers. I might actually warm this in my office today and see how it does. That is delicious. Okay, I'm excited. I love everything that I got. The only thing which I didn't actually purchase that I'm a little about is the blueberry sample and the cranberry sample, which, you know, you have to warm things to get a read on them anyway, but it's a sample, and I'm so appreciative that they send such a generous amount of samples so that you can really get a feel for things that you might not want to take the jump and purchase. So I am thrilled with everything here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and stay tuned because I'm sure before long I'll have another L3 haul, and I can't wait for it. So I hope you're all doing well. If you have any scents that you've really been loving from L3, let me know by leaving a comment down below. I would love to chat with you and share some ideas. But I hope you all are doing well, and I'm sure we'll be chatting soon. Take care. Thank you again for all your support. Bye.